ॐ श्री परमात्मने नमः। अथ अष्टमोऽध्यायः अक्षरपरब्रह्म योगः। अर्जुन उवाच किं तद्ब्रह्म किमध्यात्मम् किं कर्म पुरुषोत्तम अधिभूतं च किं प्रोक्तम् अधिदैवं किमुच्यते। Arjuna said, O Krishna, what is Brahman? What is Adhyatma? What is Karma? What is said to be Adhibhuta? And what is called Adhidaiva? Adhiyajna katham kotra dehesman madhusudana prayana kale cha katham jneyosi niyatatma bhihi. O Krishna, who here is Adhiyajna and how is he located within the body? And at the time of death, how can you be known by those who are self-controlled? Note, the question that Arjuna raises here is in reference to the previous chapter's last shloka, that is chapter 7 shloka 30, where Krishna says that those who see him in Adhibhuta, in Adhidaiva and Adhiyajna can realize him even in the time of their death. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Aksharam Brahma Paramam Swabhavodhyatma Muchyate Bhuta Bhavodbhavakaraha Visarga Karma Sanyitaha. Blessed Lord Sri Krishna said, that which is indestructible, imperishable or undecaying, and that which is supreme is called the Brahman. One's very own nature is called Adhyatma or self-knowledge. That from which emerges the birth or existence of all beings is called as action. Adhibhutam ksharo bhavaha purushachadhidaivatam adhiyajno hamevatra dehe dehabhritam vara. O Arjuna, the physical nature that is constantly changing and which is perishable is called Adhibhuta. The Supreme Purusha or the Supreme Person, including all the gods or devas, is called Adhidaiva. I am myself called Adhiyajna, the Supreme Lord of all sacrifices or yajna. I am present within the body of all beings. Note, please refer to chapter 15 Purushottama Yoga for more information on the Supreme Purusha or the Supreme Person. Antakale cha mameva smaran muktva kalevaram yah prayati samadbhavam yati nastyatra samshayah. Whoever at the time of death thinks only of me and leaves the body, he attains my state or attains my being. There is no doubt about this. Yam yam vapi smaran bhavam tyajatyante kalevaram tam tamevaiti kaunteya sada tadbhava bhavitaha. O Arjuna, whatever state or being a person remembers at the time of leaving this body, the same state he will attain because he was constantly thinking about that state or being. Tasmat sarveshu kaleshu mamanusmara yudhya cha mayyarpita mano buddhihi mame vaishasya samshayam. Therefore, at all times remember only me and engage in battle, with mind and intellect fixed on me or absorbed in me, without a doubt you will come to me. Abhyasa yoga yuktena cetasa nanyagamina paramam purusham divyam yati parthanu chintayan. With the mind not roaming after any other thing and made steady with constant practice of yoga, one goes to the radiant Supreme Person or Supreme Purusha with constant meditation. Kavim Puranam Anushasitaram Anoraniyam Samanusmaredhyah Sarvasya Dhataram Achintya Rupam Aditya Varnam Tamasah Parastat. Whoever thinks upon the omniscient or all-knowing, the ancient, the ruler of the whole world, smaller than the smallest atom, the supporter of all, having form unimaginable or inconceivable, radiant or luminous like the sun and beyond the darkness. Prayana kale manasachalena bhaktya yukto yoga balena chaiva bhruvor madhye pranamaveshya samyak satam param purusham upaiti divyam. At the time of death, with unshaken mind fixed in devotion by the power of yoga and drawing together life breath or prana between the center of the two eyebrows, he goes to the radiant Supreme Spirit or Supreme Purusha. Yadaksharam Vedavido Vadanti Vishanti Yadyatayo Vitaragaha Yadichanto Brahmacharyam Charanti Tatte Padam Sangrahena Pravakshe. That which is declared as indestructible by the knowers of Vedas, that into which those who are self-controlled and who are free from desire enter, that state desiring for which celibacy or brahmacharya is performed, that path or goal, I will declare it to you briefly. Sarvadvarani samyamya mano hrudi nirudhya cha murdhya dhayatmana pranam asthito yoga dharanam. Having closed all the gates of the body, that is sense organs, the mind having restricted or confined in the heart, with life breath or prana fixed in his own head and established in yoga through concentration. Om Ityekaksharam Brahma Vyaharan Mamanusmaran Yah Prayati Tyajan Deham Sayati Paramam Gatim. By reciting the one syllable word Om, which is also symbol of Brahman, and by remembering me, he who departs from this world by leaving the body attains the highest path or the supreme goal. Ananya chetah satatam yomam smarati nityashaha tasyaham sulabha partha nityayuktasya yoginaha. He who constantly thinks upon me every day, not thinking of anything else, for such a steadfast yogi I am easily attainable, O Arjuna. Mamupetya punarjanma dukkhalayamashashvatam napnuvanti mahatmanaha samsiddhim paramam gataha.
Having come to me, these Mahatmas or great souls do not take birth again, which is the place of pain and which is non-eternal. Instead, they attain the highest perfection or highest bliss.
Abrahma bhuvana lokaha punaravartinorjuna mamupetya tu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate.
All the worlds up to the world of Brahma, including Brahmaloka, they come and go and are subject to rebirth. O Arjuna, but he who comes to me is free from rebirth.
Sahasra yuga paryantam aharyat brahmano viduhu ratrim yuga sahasrantam teho ratravido janaha.
Those who know that one day of Brahma lasts for 1,000 yugas and one night of Brahma which again ends in another 1,000 years, they know both day and night. Note, one yuga is made up of Satya, Treta, Dwapara and Kali Yuga. So total 43,20,000 years make up one yuga.
Avyaktat vyaktayah sarvaha prabhavantyah ragame ratriyagame praliyante tatraiva vyakta sanyake.
When the day of Brahma begins, from the unmanifested, all the manifest beings emerge. At the coming of the night, the manifested beings are dissolved into the unmanifested. Note, manifest is called Vyakta. It means anything that can be observed or witnessed through the senses, mind or awareness. Unmanifest is called Avyakta. It means anything that cannot be understood or perceived through senses or mind. It is something which is imperceptible.
Bhutagramasa evayam bhutva bhutva praliyate ratriyagame vashah partha prabhavatyah ragame.
O Arjuna, this same multitude or masses of beings having come into existence again and again dissolve helplessly at the coming of the night, and they are born again at the coming of the day.
Parastasmat tu bhavonyah avyakto vyaktat sanatanaha yah sa sarveshu bhuteshu nashyatsu na vinashyati.
Therefore, indeed, there exists higher than that unmanifested avyakta nature another unmanifested nature which is eternal, ancient, and which is not destroyed when all of beings are destroyed.
Avyaktoakshara ityuktaha tamahu paramam gatim yam prapya na nivartante tadhama paramam mama.
That higher unmanifested is called indestructible or imperishable. It is said to be the highest goal or highest path. Those who reach it do not return. That is my highest abode or home.
Purusha sapara partha bhaktya labhyastvananyaya yasyanta sthani bhutani yena sarvamidam tatam.
That highest Purusha, O Arjuna, is reachable only by unshakable devotion to Him alone, within whom all beings live, by whom all universe is pervaded.
Yat तत्र काले त्वनावृत्तिम् आवृत्तिं चैव योगिनः प्रयाता यान्ति तं कालं वक्ष्यामि भरतर्षभा.
O Arjuna, now I will tell you about the different times or different paths that yogis departing this body at death never return and also return to be reborn.
अग्निर्ज्योतिरः शुक्लः षण्मासा उत्तरायणं तत्र प्रयाता गच्छन्ति ब्रह्मविदो जनाः.
The yogi who departs this world during fire, light, daytime, Shukla Paksha or the bright 15 days of the lunar cycle, the 6 months of the northern movement of the sun or Uttarayana. Following this path, men who know Brahman go to the Supreme and do not return to earth. Note, Uttarayana 6 months period starts from December or January. Shukla Paksha is a period of 15 days which begins after Amavasya or New Moon Day and ends in Purnima or Full Moon Day.
धूमो रात्रिस्तथा कृष्णः षण्मासा दक्षिणायनं तत्र चान्द्रमसं ज्योतिः योगी प्राप्य निवर्तते.
The yogi who departs this world during smoke, night time, the dark 15 days of lunar cycle or Krishna Paksha, also 6 months of the southern movement of the sun or Dakshinayana, there obtaining the light of the moon, the yogi returns to earth. Note, Dakshinayana starts in July. Krishna Paksha is a period of 15 days which begins after Purnima or full moon day ending in Amavasya or new moon day.
शुक्ल कृष्णे गति ह्येते जगतः शाश्वते मते एकया यात्यनावृत्तिम् अन्यया वर्तते पुनः.
The light and the darkness, these are said to be the two eternal ways of departing from this world or passing from this world. By one, that is the path of light, a person does not return. By the other, that is the path of darkness, a person returns to earth.
नैते श्रुति पार्थ जानन् योगी मुह्यति कश्चन तस्मात् सर्वेषु कालेषु योगयुक्तो भवार्जुन.
O Arjuna, knowing these paths, a yogi is never confused. Therefore, at all times, be steadfast or firm in yoga, O Arjuna.
वेदेषु यज्ञेषु तपस्सु चैव दानेषु यत् पुण्यफलं प्रदिष्टम् अत्येति तत्सर्वमिदं विदित्वा योगी परं स्थानमुपैति चाद्यम्.
Whatever fruits of merit is acquired by the study of Vedas, by performing yajna or sacrifice, by practicing austerities or tapasya, by giving to charity, a yogi goes beyond all these things, having known this, that is, having known the two paths mentioned earlier about light and darkness, and having known this, attains the supreme, ancient, the primal place.
Om तत्सदिति श्रीमद्भगवद्गीतासु उपनिषत्सु ब्रह्मविद्यायां योगशास्त्रे श्रीकृष्णार्जुनसंवादे Akshara Brahma Yoga Nama Astamodhyayah.